Peach Decoded, the stone fruit with cyanide in its pit. Pick up a ripe peach, and you can feel the fuzzy velvet skin under your fingertips. The smell is unmistakable, sweet, floral, almost honeyed. Slice it cleanly around the equator and twist the two halves apart. Inside, vivid golden yellow flesh glistens with juice, and at the center sits a deeply textured, ridged brown stone the size of a small walnut. That stone is more than a seed package. It is the architectural fingerprint of an entire fruit family. The prunus genus, which also includes plums, cherries, apricots, almonds, and nectarines. All stone fruits share the same three-layered drupe anatomy, and inside every one of those stones is a single seed that carries a tiny chemical defense system. In the next few minutes, we're going to take the peach apart and find beta-carotene, vitamin C, potassium, polyphenols, fiber, and the cyanogenic compounds hidden in a pit. Botanically, the peach, Prunus persica, is the textbook drupe. 3 distinct layers wrap around a single seed. The outermost layer is the exocarp, the thin, fuzzy, pink-orange or red-blushed skin. The fuzz is composed of fine trichomes, tiny hair-like projections that protect the developing fruit from insects and reduce water loss. Nectarines are genetically peaches with a recessive mutation that eliminates the fuzz, leaving smooth skin. Beneath the skin lies the mesocarp, the juicy, sweet, golden flesh that makes up most of the fruit. The endocarp is the hard, woody stone in the center, a thick, protective shell around the single seed inside. The seed inside, called the kernel, looks like a small almond and is closely related. Peaches and almonds share the same genus. The vivid golden yellow flesh of a ripe peach gets its color from beta-carotene and related carotenoids. A medium peach delivers around 500 to 800 micrograms of beta-carotene, which the body converts to about 50 to 70 micrograms of retinol, around 10% of the daily vitamin A requirement. Vitamin A is essential for vision, immune function, skin health, and the integrity of mucous membranes. The carotenoids in peach flesh also include zeaxanthin, lutein, and cryptoxanthin. The skin contains higher concentrations of these pigments than the flesh, which is one of the reasons unpeeled peaches deliver meaningfully more nutrition than peeled. A medium peach delivers approximately 10 milligrams of vitamin C, around 11% of the daily requirement, and roughly 290 milligrams of potassium, around 6% of daily needs. The fruit also contributes vitamin E, niacin, vitamin K, copper, manganese, and small amounts of B vitamins. While none of these are blockbuster numbers individually, the combination is broad and well-balanced. A peach is not a single nutrient superfruit. It is a low-calorie, high-water, broadly nutritious fruit that delivers vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants in a package of about 60 calories. The total water content is around 89%, making it one of the more hydrating fruits available. Peaches are a meaningful source of polyphenols, particularly chlorogenic acid, the same compound found in coffee, along with catechins, epicatechin, and several flavonoids. These compounds are concentrated more heavily in the skin than in the flesh, often by a factor of 5 to 10. Eating peaches with the skin on captures the majority of the polyphenol content. Chlorogenic acid has been studied for its effects on blood pressure, blood glucose, and inflammation. The polyphenol fraction in peaches is particularly important because much of it survives cooking and processing. Canned peaches and peach jam retain meaningful polyphenol content even after the vitamin C has been largely destroyed. A medium peach delivers about 2 grams of dietary fiber, roughly evenly split between soluble and insoluble fractions. The soluble component is dominated by pectin, the same compound that makes jams gel, which has been studied for its effects on cholesterol absorption, gut microbiome composition, and post-meal glucose response. The glycemic index of fresh peaches is moderate, around 40, placing it well below most other sweet fruits. The natural sugar content is about 13 grams per medium fruit, mostly as fructose and sucrose, but the fiber-to-sugar ratio is favorable, and the glucose impact is modest.
Here is the unusual part of the peach story that almost no one knows. Inside the hard woody stone in the seed kernel itself sits a small amount of amygdalin, a cyanogenic glycoside that releases hydrogen cyanide when broken down by enzymes in the digestive tract. The same compound is present in apple seeds, apricot kernels, bitter almonds, and cherry pits. The flesh of the peach is completely safe and contains no amygdalin. The hard stone itself is sealed and not absorbed. But if the stone is cracked open and the kernel is consumed, particularly in large quantities, the cyanide release can cause acute toxicity. A single peach pit kernel is generally not dangerous to a healthy adult, but several consumed in a short period can produce symptoms ranging from mild gastrointestinal upset to serious cyanide poisoning. This is the chemical defense system that the Prunus genus evolved to protect its seeds from being eaten by animals. The fruit invites you in, the pit warns you off. Eat the flesh, discard the stone, and taste the fruit that has driven domestication for over 3,000 years. So, what do you actually get when you cut into a ripe peach? You get 10% of your daily vitamin A from beta-carotene and supporting carotenoids, lutein, zeaxanthin, cryptoxanthin, protecting your eyes and skin. You get 11% of your daily vitamin C and 6% of your daily potassium.
You get chlorogenic acid, catechins, and epicatechin from the polyphenol fraction, concentrated heavily in the skin. You get 2 grams of fiber, including pectin, with documented effects on cholesterol and gut microbiome. You get a moderate glycemic fruit at around 60 calories per serving. You get the velvet feel of trichomes against your fingers, an evolutionary defense made tactile. And you get a hidden chemical warning in the pit, amygdalin and cyanogenic glycosides protecting the seed inside. Slice it, reveal the golden flesh, discard the stone, and taste the fruit that has driven domestication for over 3,000 years.